Turning right now to the coronavirus here in Connecticut as the state gets ready to get that vaccine out there. A lot of you have questions all about it, and we want to try and help you get some answers. And joining us this afternoon is Dr. Summer McGee from the University of New Haven. Dr. McGee, thank you very much for joining us right now.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we've been getting a lot of questions, a lot of good ones every day. So Lisa is first up, and she wants to know, can you still carry the virus and expose it to others after getting the vaccine yourself?
That's a great question. And because this vaccine is so new, we don't yet know whether or not people who get the vaccine can spread the virus to others. What we know is that the vaccine is incredibly effective at preventing individuals who get it from becoming infected and getting sick. So I think it's going to be really critical for the next year through 2021 that people continue to use things like face coverings and keep their distance until we know for sure how effective the virus is at preventing you from spreading it to others.
Yeah, I was reading about that as well the other day. They're saying, don't get too excited, everybody. Your masks and things like that, you got to hold on to for a while longer.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I think until we know a lot more about exactly what happens when people are vaccinated on a much more widespread basis, we're not going to know exactly when a lot of those precautions are going to be able to safely go away.
Now, next up this afternoon, Calvin wants to know if you get the initial shot and don't get a follow-up shot, because this is 2, if I remember correctly, what could happen?
Again, something we really need to have more study around. Most of the people who participated in these clinical trials followed a very specific protocol and got those 2 doses. It's very possible that if people don't get that second dose, a vaccine that is 80 to 90% effective could be reduced to something like 30 or 40 or 50% effectiveness. And so that's why it's going to be so critical that we have the tracking systems and the information systems in place so that we make sure that everyone who gets a first dose also gets that second dose.
All right, last up this afternoon, I want to get to this question from Naomi. She is asking, should women who are pregnant or plan to become pregnant get the vaccine?
Right now, no clinical trials have been done with any individuals from vulnerable groups. That includes pregnant women as well as children. Those trials are probably going to start in January. And so until we have that data, we need to make sure pregnant women don't get that vaccine. But if you're planning to get pregnant, try to get that vaccine ahead of time before your pregnancy begins.
All right, we don't have any time, Dr. McGee, but are you excited about what's happening right now with this?
Absolutely. And I hope everyone gets vaccinated as soon as it's widely available.
Okay. Dr. Summer McGee from the University of New Haven, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks for having me.